Hello, this is Mr. Hancock, and welcome to the first video from the Paper 2 unit, Changing Economic World. If you haven't got paper and pen, press pause and go and get some, because you're going to need it during this video. Read the red highlighted section on the specification on screen to find out what content we'll be covering this session. Here's the focus of today's session. Press pause whilst you write it down. The development gap, our unequal world. There are three key ideas to consider. Number one, what is development? Number two, measuring development. And number three, how can we measure quality of life? If you want to access the textbook and log into Caboodle, the username is the first initial followed by surname with no spaces. The password will be the same unless you've changed it. If you're having difficulty logging in, contact your teacher to have it reset. We're going to be making use of the double pages in the textbook on page 194 and 195. Throughout the video, you'll need to read the text extract, either on screen or via the Caboodle digital textbook. Look out for this symbol. This symbol should be shown as a prompt to make your own revision notes in your preferred style. Here are a few options. You could do a mind map, you could do bullet points, dual coding, Cornell note taking, but don't copy word for word. Press pause whilst you add the first of the three key ideas. What is development? Read this extract that outlines what development is and the different factors that affect it: environmental, economic, social, and political. The key terms trade and development gap have also been defined for you in the yellow boxes. Pause the video and restart it when you're ready. Don't forget, if you wish to make your own revision notes, then go ahead. This is the first of the main activities. Pause the video to copy down the question and use what you've just read to help you write your response. Let's see how you got on. Here's the answer scheme. Factors include quality of accommodation, a safe, clean environment, freedom to vote without interference, and the right to privacy. If you got all of those, well done. If you missed one or two out, add them to your revision notes. Moving on to the second key idea, measuring development. Pause the video whilst you write it down and then press resume when you're ready. A really important technique when measuring development is to look at gross national income, often abbreviated to GNI. Sometimes this is also referred to as gross national income per capita. This simply means per person. There are two key terms in this extract: gross national income and newly emerging economies. Pause the video and restart it when you're ready. If you wish to make your own revision notes, then go ahead now. This is the next activity. Pause the video to copy down the question and write your response again using what you've just read from the extract on the previous slide. Resume the video when you're ready. Here's the mark scheme. Great effort. Like last time, improve your answer if necessary by pausing the video and resuming when you're ready. Another important development indicator is known as the Human Development Index, or HDI for short. This is one of the better methods of comparing levels of development between countries. Have a read of the text to find out more. The definition for the key term life expectancy is in yellow. Again, if you wish to make your own revision notes, do so. Press pause and restart when you're ready. Activity 3A is a map distribution question. Look for patterns on the map and consider high values and low values in the data. Pause the video to copy down the question and write your answer. Resume the video when you're ready. How did you get on? Well done if you included some of the countries and referred to some of the continents. Take a moment to improve your answer, pausing and resuming the video as you need to. In Activity 3B, we consider the good points of using the Human Development Index to measure country development. Pause the video to copy down the question and write your response. How did you get on? Its main advantage comes from linking more than one development indicator. Here's the mark scheme. Pause the video if you need to improve your answer, and then carry on. Moving on to the third and final key idea asks the question, how can we measure quality of life? Pause the video whilst you write it down, and then press resume. In this final extract, we look at the concept of quality of life and how it can be measured. Unlike what we've seen so far, this cannot be measured in numbers. For example, a good quality of life might mean having equal opportunities, the right to vote, or just being happy. We can also see an odd-looking map called a topological map. If you look at worldmapper.org, you can find hundreds of maps like this. Pause the video to read the text and study Map D, making notes if you wish. Resume the video when you're ready to move on. Here's the final main activity. In this, you need to consider how useful Map D is. What's good about it? What could be improved? Pause the video to copy down the question and write your answer. Resume the video when you're ready. Well done if you included included comments on the strengths and weaknesses. Have a look at the mark scheme, and if you need to improve your answer, press pause whilst you do this and then resume. Here we have an additional task, especially for those of you that are aiming for the higher grades or just want to challenge yourself. You will need to use the internet to research this task. You can use the Caboodle digital textbook, page 196, to introduce yourselves to the concept of PQLI. If you're attempting this, press pause. Resuming the video to see the mark scheme. Otherwise, we'll continue on to a practice exam question. Pause the video whilst you copy this 6-mark practice exam question. Use what you've learned during this video to help you construct your response, and then resume to see the mark scheme. Note that the command term is to what extent, so begin your response with a judgment about how effective the HDI is. Here we go. The bullet points are all strengths that we look for when marking a question like this. The grey table shows us the levels that we use to award a mark. In reality, a 6-mark question like this should really have 3 distinct levels, with a level 1 being 1 to 2 marks, level 2, 3 to 4 marks, and a level 3 would be for the best answers and 5 to 6 marks. However, we'll use this table today. Pause the video, read the bullet points, and attempt to assign a level to your work using the table. Make any necessary improvements before resuming the video. And that's nearly the end of this video. Well done, that's a really great effort. I hope you've managed to make some good quality notes and use the mark schemes to improve your revision notes where necessary. Next time, we'll be looking at the remaining measures of development as indicated in the highlighted specification extract here. For those of you that want to read ahead, we'll be covering most of the content on pages 196 and 197. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.